Monster Versus, also known as Legend of Monsters, also known as Pokemon Evolution, is a mobile game that used to be available in the Galaxy Store. It ended up getting removed quite a while ago because, believe it or not, this is not an authentic Pokemon game. It also probably didn't help that a YouTube channel called Some Ordinary Gamers with over 2 million subscribers did a video about this game that probably brought a decent amount of attention on it. I mean, that's actually how I found this game. However, despite the game being removed from the Galaxy Store, you can totally still play this game on any Android phone. Fan games aren't necessarily anything special. There's a lot of them. But what makes this one particularly interesting is that 1, it has microtransactions, and 2, it's kind of a decent game. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's got some issues and you will see them, but the game itself isn't horrible. Let's take a look. The game starts off like a typical modern Pokemon game. It actually looks pretty good. It even has voice acting.
Friend, wake up. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. I'm Professor Oak, and everybody calls me Professor Pokemon.
Oh boy. Okay, look. I'm not here to make fun of anyone or be a jerk. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say that they didn't actually hire any voice actors. This was probably the people around the office just recording lines. What on earth were they thinking with this? They didn't even have to do voice acting. I mean, Sword and Shield didn't have it, but Monster Versus totally has voice acting. And you know what? I'm gonna give them an A+ for the effort. So you get to pick a boy or girl character, which in this game is the Unova Ash, or the girl character from Black and White. And then your adventure starts.
Jump bravely into the world of Pokemon.
You get to do all the basic stuff, like pick a starter Pokemon and learn how to battle. And you're probably going to want to just press skip through all of this because honestly, you might get more confused. If you've played Pokemon before, you will know how to play this game. Also, Gary says a bad word. I'm not even joking.
Oh my shit! You actually dispatched the Pokemon that can restrain my Pokemon!
Once you get past all the tutorial stuff, you will realize that this is an online game, and it's actually quite impressive. You get to see all the players with their usernames and their Pokemon following them. I noticed a lot of people always have their starter Pokemon following them, which is cool, but in case you didn't know, you can actually change the Pokemon that follows you. So, in case you didn't know, that's how you do it. And for God's sake, I don't want to keep bagging on Sword and Shield, but the Pokemon follow you around everywhere, not just on one island, and they don't lag behind you. 2-0 so far. So basically, you go through a set path of trainers and you have to defeat them in a Pokemon battle. You can stray off the path and walk freely to interact with NPCs or catch wild Pokemon, but mostly you'll want to stay on the path and progress. Each battle you have will use up some of your vitality. This is just one of those annoying things in mobile games to limit your playtime so you'll stay interested or something. It's common in a lot of mobile games, including Nintendo's own Fire Emblem Heroes, so I guess I can give it a pass since it's kind of a common practice. The good news is that it shouldn't be much of an issue for you when you first start playing. So when you're trying to beat a trainer for the first time, you actually have to battle them. However, once you beat a trainer, you can go back and sweep them. Basically, you can auto battle them for all the XP and all the rewards you would have gotten. This is really convenient and makes the game a lot less tedious, but it also burns through your vitality very quickly. Now, vitality will restore itself over time, but they are also pretty generous with gifting it to you, at least at the beginning, and you can also buy more with microtransactions, of course. But vitality isn't the only thing you can buy. There are a ton of cosmetic items that you can buy as well. One of the main things you can buy is skins for your character. There are several characters from the Pokemon series, but not all of these skins are from the Pokemon series. There are skins from Detective Conan, and even Sword Art Online. There are also mounts. Most of them are just Pokemon you can ride, which is cool, but then you also have a Groudon motorcycle. You may be thinking, who on earth would actually buy these microtransactions? Who would trust this app with their credit card? This guy. I dropped about $30 in this game. I forgot exactly what I got, but the main thing was this special bundle that gives you this character and a Blaziken and a bunch of other items. People put money into this game. You can see just from looking at the club leaders that a lot of these players have premium costumes. So people are playing and putting money into this. So yeah, it's a decent game that people are playing. But of course, it's got some issues. Obviously, we already talked about the voice acting. I don't need to beat that dead horse again.
Oh my shit!
The other issue is the server system. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but in a normal game, for example, you make an account/character and you can hop into any server you want with that character. On this game, however, every time I hop into a new server, it prompts me to make a new character. My character is stuck in the Clefable server. The problem is, when I started playing, that was a popular server, but now no one plays on that server. So as far as I know, my main account is stuck in a world where no one will ever log in. Other than that, the user interface just seems kind of cluttered. There are all sorts of things that pop up, all sorts of different currencies that I just don't exactly understand. And I'm not just quickly skimming through the game, I actually spent a lot of time on this game. It's just really confusing and really messy. Those are really my only complaints. I mean, the game isn't bad. If people are willing to play a game like Coin Masters, I don't see why they would have any problem playing a game like this, even though there's not a whole lot to do sometimes. Now, you may still be thinking that this is just some obscure game that no one really plays, and that's why it's been able to fly under the radar so easily. But they actually have a Facebook page with well over 200,000 likes, and it's still really active. Just recently, they announced a crossover event with another game. Attention, the new AFK mobile game Idle Brave will be launched soon. We specially made linkage event for our players. From now on, follow the Facebook of Idle Brave. Rich gifts of Monster Verses are waiting for you. So basically they just have some step-by-step instructions on how to link your Monster Verses game with Idle Brave and how to get this prize. Wait, you have to take a screenshot to show that you downloaded the other game? Apparently they'll give you the reward manually. I mean, I appreciate the community support, but that just seems so clunky. Apparently people just kept sharing their screenshots in the comments and the admin kept telling them to private message it. Let's see what else is on here. Here's the announcement for the Sword Art Online characters in Monster Verses. I'm sure it's all legit, don't worry. Oh, so this Weevil event got pretty controversial. Can you guys just fucking wait? Always begging for more and never satisfied? Be grateful for once. Monster Verses are doing a great job. They are working hard to normalize the use of normal Pokemon. There's something wrong with you if you cannot play Pokemon without a handicap. Monsterverses, ignore them. You're doing a great, wonderful job. I won't be using Weavile, but I do know that many players will be happy with your decisions. Keep doing a great job with this inclusion of normal Pokemon. Monsterverses actually replied and said thank you for understanding. This guy said, well said, babe. And he's a top fan. Watch out for this guy. To give a little context to that person that went off on everyone on the Sneasel event, I've been following this page for a while, and every time they post some sort of event for the game, a ton of comments are just people begging for something else or some other event or some other Pokemon. So like, I kind of get her point. There's also a Jirachi event, and another guy is posting a screenshot for the crossover event. But yeah, they have all sorts of other weird Pokemon events like Sandstorm Groudon, Crimson Mewtwo. I mean, I could kind of see how people think this is cool. Okay, one more Facebook post and that's it. Blaziken is a bipedal chicken-like Pokemon. The majority of Blaziken's body is red with accents of beige, yellow, and gray. Behind its head, there are beige hair-like feathers that continue downward and surround its chest and abdomen. It has a small red face with a V-shaped crest on its head. Blaziken's blue eyes are semicircular with yellow sclerosis, and its mouth is similar to hooked beak. It has featherless gray hands with 3 fingers each and 3 clawed toes that are not normally visible due to the shaggy yellow feathers at the bottom of its legs. There's no announcement for an event or anything, they just described a Blaziken. That's great. The only other thing of interest on their Facebook page is that they have some links to other games, and if you click on it on Android, you can actually play more of their Pokemon games. I didn't play this one too much, but it seems really similar to the Monster Versus game, except they removed the voice acting, which was probably a good call, and Gary has a level 100 Tyranitar in your first battle with him. After all this, I have to wonder, where did this game come from? I mean, this game has been going on for a few years now, and I'm surprised it hasn't been taken down yet. I couldn't find anything about the company SCG anywhere, so I decided to reach out, and I got this as a response. Oh my god, I think they sent me the gift code. I think they sent me the gift code for linking my thing to Idle Brave. Oh my god, we gotta check this out. Well, personally, I have 2 theories. This is an unofficial game from China that is able to get away with the game because of the copyright laws, and since on Android you can install whatever you want, we can all play it. Or 2, this is some sort of official version of a Pokemon game but made specifically for China? I know that sounds weird, but I'm thinking of something like the IQ, for example. Maybe this is a game that is specifically made for a certain audience or something, with like a lower budget, possibly. I don't know, it's probably the first one. But yeah, that's Monster Versus. Do I recommend this game? I mean, the game is perfectly okay, but I would be concerned about how safe this is. I mean, I downloaded this from the Galaxy Store when it was on there, but I would be hesitant to just download an app from some random website. That being said, it seems like a ton of people play this, so I wouldn't be super concerned personally. All I will say is proceed with caution. But yes, the game is fun, and it's also unintentionally funny. If anything changes, perhaps we can revisit this. But for now guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.
Oh my shit!